Hey everybody, welcome back to Sports Card Connections, and we have been off a little bit since we completed that 90s through the mail autograph contest, and we are now going to start more with our regular format, which, as you may know, we specialize or are really interested in a lot of international cards. And here we have, today we're going to do quick opening. We have two packages that have arrived. One from England, and this large box from Japan, which came today. So let's take a look. This is from Laura in England, and that's she's at LJ's Clubhouse is her channel, and she loves the Yankees and Arsenal. And she sent me a few cards, which apparently are not going to come out at this time. There we go. Okay. And she's got them in here, and I think I know what they are. Whoop. Okay. Ooh, I didn't. All right. Tape is sticky. Okay, this is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. She got some of the Topps UK 2021 baseball and offered me all the Angels. And of course, we don't get these in California. And there's Mike Trout right off the bat. Another Trout regular card. Chris Rodriguez, Justin Upton, Joe Adele, Shohei Ohtani, Jared Walsh, Anthony Rendon. Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much, Laura. We just don't get these, and they look really, really great. So this is a product that's issued, you know, a shortened down version of the top set. As you see, the number UK SS, which I'm sure I'm being dense about, significant statistics. There we go. And of course, it's the numbers are different, and it's issued just in the UK. Yes, there are a lot of baseball fans there, and yes, there are a lot of baseball collectors there. And Laura is one of the leading collectors, my buddy, and she is a member of a number of trading groups and stuff. So here's, she knows I also have on the side an Angel collection, and she sent these along. So those are really, really great. Then also, she sent some soccer. Let's see what it is. Ooh. A limited edition Kevin De Bruyne. That's fantastic. Champions League. And Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. That's from Arsenal. That's her team. Signature style Fati. I don't have any of these. Ooh, Lionel Messi with Barcelona. Let's see. So that would be the year before last. Ibrahimovic. Of course, we had him here for a while with the LA Galaxy with his inimitable style of shooting his mouth off, but now he's back in Europe. Martinez, Dybala, Paul Pogba, Bernardo Silva, Mo Salah, Lodi, Lacazette, Mason Mount. 100 clubs. I don't have any 100 clubs, especially Ronaldo. Oh, she always sends such great stuff. That is just fantastic. Jordan Henderson, Bahrain, man of the match, Leroy Sané, Mkhitaryan, Radu, Gabriel Jesus, Patrick Hero Nunez for Benfica. These would be for the Champions League and the Europa League. Marcus Rashford, and there we go. Laura, thank you so much. Fantastic, all these star cards and the Angels. Just a great, great, great mail day. And you have a package coming your way which left today. So that takes care of my England shipment. Now we have this monster box on my left, as you can see. It's, yeah, not small. So what it is the way you generally can get cards. Yes, I have contacts in Japan, but I usually use Yahoo Japan. There is no eBay there. And if you do that, the problem is, of course, shipping. So for people who may be interested, I'll give you the ups and downs. The easy part is that you can bid on any auction once you get an account with some of these companies that will ship for you. And they'll, you bid just like you would on eBay. If you win, they handle everything. Here's the problem. Their fees and the shipping. This box wasn't cheap to get over here. And since I'm a cheapy collector, oh well, we'll see what's in there. So what they do is they're supposed to not open any of the packages. They are sent by the seller to their offices in Tokyo, and then they forward them. I consolidate and put them together. So we'll see what's going on. Mike Trout just fell over. Hang on. That's Laura's Mike Trout she made me. You may recall I showed that on a previous video, and there he goes again. I've got to get those in a good frame. Get them by Matty Alou. That'll be better. And they simply package the packages in here. However, I've noticed the last time they had repackaged. They're not supposed to because you pay more for that, but they didn't charge me, but they did it anyway. And when you do this kind of cheapo shipping, it takes a while to get here. So I have one friend who said, nah, he couldn't wait. And most people don't, but I'm very patient, so it's okay. So we got one package. By the time it gets here, I forget what I won because it was so long ago. So they've put cards in these green envelopes. This is what they did last time. And then there's also, bang, ugh, a rather heavy box and another box. So let me get rid of the monster box. There's going to be a kabang. There it goes. And let's see what we got. And as you can see, they've either repackaged or something because the address labels. I mean, when they used to send stuff, I literally get the envelope that the seller mailed it in. This one might be the original box. It looks like they just kind of blacked over the address for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe it's a new policy they got. So let's see what I got. This literally came today. And let me get this one open. Let's get a little room here. Okay. I think it's baseball. From Japan, I get baseball and J-League soccer. Yep. Okay. Some 2007 Calbee. Very nice shape. They all 07s. It looks like it. Yep. I gotta remember what I won. Of course, Calbee. Now, Calbee has been making Japanese cards since the early 1970s, since 1973. And I got a lot of doubles in here, which I can share with another friend that collects Japanese. There's Yu Darvish with the Nippon Ham Fighters. Of course, now a prominent major leaguer. Darvish is half Japanese, half Iranian. Or as our Iranian friends here would say, Persian. They don't use the term Iranian. It was just a miscellaneous lot. As I remember, the guy had a picture of him just fanned out. So I'll have to get through, see who's in here. N.U. Lin, he's Chinese. From Taiwan. And Japan has Taiwanese. There's Ty Woods. He was an American major leaguer, went over to Korea, then to Japan. There's Koreans, Taiwanese, Japanese playing in Japan. There's Furuta, one of the all-time great catchers in Japanese history when he was managing the Swallows shortly after his career ended. And a great, great hitter. Let's say go. So, we'll go through those later. Yes, They love funny mascots in Japan, so you hit a home run and your team, whatever it is going to greet you. The Bay Stars have a giant guy with a star head who shakes your hand. And there's Tuffy Rhodes, a.k.a. Carl Rhodes, but went by Tuffy his whole time in Japan. And he's one of the greatest foreign players to ever play there. Of course, here he was with the Astros and the Cubs in the early 90s. Then he went to a long, long career in Japan. So, that's the first package, some 2007 Calbee. Calbee issues cards. They're a snack maker. You go down your Asian grocery store aisle and look under chips, and you'll see Calbee. Calbee's the largest snack maker, a chip maker in Japan. And when you get the cards, you get 2 cards on the back of a package of potato chips. So to collect is not always that easy, because it used to be just 1 card per bag of chips. Okay, so here's something that is blue. We shall see what this is. Part of the fun of waiting a long time is it's just out of your head what you ordered, because I won quite a number of auctions. If it was just the cost of the cards, there would be no issue. It's the shipping and their fees. But one of the problems is Japanese sellers, it's a thing on Yahoo, they don't ship internationally. And it's just kind of like, I think they tell them not to, because it automatically appears on the auction when you just, it's written on there. It's like a preset thing. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Lots more Calbees. Oh, fantastic. These are all years that I don't have, because I really specialize more 80s and older. But a Kokubo right off the bat. One of the things Calbee has done, though, in recent years is, and I mean recent, since the late 90s, every set looks the same. They do alter, but not much. These are 2010s. Another Darvish. Ooh, these are very, very nice. Oh, Matt Merton. He was great in Japan, then came back to the Cubs. There's another Darvish, an all-star card. This looks like a complete series. I think I did win one complete series. These are 2010, 2011s. Boy, I got a lot of sorting to do, which is my very favorite thing to do anyway. It's an American. Bobby Keppel. The shape is absolutely perfect. They feel brand new. They got here okay. The buying site I use is called Buyee, B-U-Y-E-E. And of course, they don't want you to use the ocean shipping, which it takes forever, because they tell you that, oh dear, your stuff's going to get ruined. Well, these came in perfect shape. Oh, got them too low. So we'll go through those later. So a whole bunch, mostly 2011 Calbees, of which I think I had 0. So there's item number 2. Okay. Let's go to envelope number 3. Cut it off and get rid of the, whatever, that's bubble wrap. Okay, yes. So, as you can see, it's a box. Now, a few years ago, BBM, which is Baseball Magazine, which has been published since the 50s. Actually, their roots go back before the war, but the company is Baseball Magazine Shaw, which means S-H-A, like company. And so the cards and the brand are BBM. They started in 1991 making cards. And their sets are comprehensive. Calbee is not. Calbee prints whoever Calbee prints. And you never know who you're going to get. For example, if you come across any collections from the 70s, the two biggest stars, Sadaharu Oh and Shigeo Nagashima, will be in there in multiplicities. They just, tons. There's an entire series that was just on O. But BBM different. And they did a set on foreign players that had played in Japan. And this set, as you can see, is BBM 2013. So, Greg Boomer Wells, Cecil Fielder, Bobby Rose, Matt Winters, Randy Bass, Carlos Ponce, and who is that on the Buffalo? Oh, it's Charlie Manuel. And there's a checklist. For example, Luis Sanchez, former Angels reliever. He's very hard to get on. I think I know of one card in Japan. So this can be very helpful to get cards that, you know, maybe they just never printed. Because with Calby doing printing whoever, and you never know what they're going to do, the way to get a comprehensive team set each year was Takara game cards, Takara, and it was a dice game, and they sold each team individually. They would have 30 players. But when BBM started, they basically print everybody. And what this says is Gaikokujin, which means outside person or foreigner. BBM baseball card 2013. So here's all the cards, and there were some inserts. I've never had any of these. My friend Jay in Texas had some. And let me see what I got. I thought so. They were already opened. So we'll start off, take a look at one of the bags. BBM's cards are always high quality, glossy. If you buy a box of their regular issue or whatever you get, one thing about it, the collation, you'll almost get no doubles. So there's Matt Winters from the early 90s. He's a really funny guy. See, what it does is it lists 5 years NPB, Nippon Pro Baseball, 1 year MLB, and there's this complete stats. Japan, he hit 267 with 160 home runs. He still works for the Fighters as a scout. And Bobby Valentine, of course, he had 2 stints managing the Chiba Lotte Marines. Lloyd Mosby, Mike Greenwell, Matt Stairs. Good example. Matt Stairs signed late for the Chunichi Dragons after the Takara set had been printed, and Calby didn't print him. So there isn't anything to get. Now here's a card. So that's perfect. Aaron Guile. That's a newer one. Orestes Destrade with the Lions. Rick Shue. Reggie Smith. Yes, the color is correct. In the early 80s, the Giants went to a cream-colored home uniform, and Reggie Smith was there in 83 and 84. That's the last 2 years of his career. Derek May, son of Dave. There's another Reggie Smith. Roy White and Gary Thomason with the Giants. Roy White, the former Yankees outfielder, finished with the Yomiuri Giants 2 years in Japan. R.J. Reynolds, former Dodgers Pirates. Mark Kroon, relief pitcher. Jeff Manto. Lee Stevens. I saw him hit a home run when I was in Japan for the Buffaloes. Former Angels first baseman. And there's Matt Winters doing what Matt Winters does best. Being a clown. He's very famous for this kind of thing. So a lot of pregame ceremonies or whatever. You see they're raking the infield. They have dancing girls and cheer, all kind of goofy stuff. Well, why are they laughing? Matt Winters, here he is. So the Fighters are at home, but he took his shirt off and he went and got the visiting Buffaloes, one of their uniform tops, and he put some stuffing under his, and he's running around out there with a wig. It's just Matt Winter. He's a funny, funny guy. He was like that in Japan. Another Stairs. Rick Lancelotti had a great career in AAA, but only briefly in the majors. Bobby Thigpen at one time held the record for saves in the year with the White Sox. Another Reggie Smith. Tuffy Rhodes. Another Derek May. Mike Easler, the hitman. Really nice guy. Bobby Rose, who the Angels gave up on, and boy, did he develop in Japan. Had a great career there. Dong-Yeol Sun, nicknamed Mr. Korea Pro Baseball, after being the greatest pitcher in Korean history, he then went with the Dragons late in his career. Randy Bass, one of the greatest foreigners ever. Willie Upshaw. Don Money, who only stayed a very short time, 29 games, and quit. And he quit because he said his family wasn't happy there, and so he retired on the spot. The Buffaloes weren't happy, but what can you do? He left and went home. Leon Lee, who joined his brother Leron, both with long careers in Japan. Lim Changyong. See, because if you're not Japanese, you're a foreigner. So he's Korean. And 5 years in Japan. Relief pitcher, Cecil Fielder. Had his one big year there, and then came back with the Tigers. Tuffy Rhodes again. So that's what this set is all about. Foreign players. Obviously, since money's in there, it's not only ones who had a big impact. So we'll go through those. See what I got. Now we have the 2 boxes left. And this one's really heavy. Whoop. So we'll go with the smaller one first. And no, I don't have a clue what they might have done. See, I think this is repackaged. So it could be anything. It could be a bunch of little auctions I won. Nope, they just threw them in there. Okay, this could have been from the original seller. Let's see what I got. Okay, more Calbies from 08, 07, and I'm too high up. Okay, these are willy-nilly, backwards. So these are not nice and neat as the other ones, but that's okay. Another Darvish. You know, I had 0 cards of Darvish, despite all my Japanese cards. Now I've gotten 3 in this shipment alone. Yes, they do like to do shiny stuff. You probably can't see it that much, but it has a weird reflecting pattern on what they call the star card. There's an odd uniform the Marines had for a while. Reminiscent like of a Southwest American design. I don't know. Something the Diamondbacks would have had. So that's that. More 07s. There's that Marines uniform again. Okay, so 06. Now we have soccer mixed in. Okay, those look like Japan national team cards. Yes, they are. Since Japan wears blue uniforms, they call their team the Samurai Blue. So we'll see who we got here. A lot of them play, of course, not just in the J League. They play around the world. They're best players. Yes, Calby does soccer as well. And that's a 2006. And I hate it when you have that feeling of grittiness between the cards, which means they've been exposed to a lot of dust and dirt. I have to wipe them down. Another Darvish. There's some shiny Hawks. What is this? Who knows? There's yeah, you can see that unusual pattern for a title holder card, which means a league leader, what we would call league leader card here. Another Darvish. Good heavens. Okay. So 06 and 07 Calbies. Then there's these strange little boxes. And these are not Calbies in here. These are BBM. Okay, so were some of those last BBM and I didn't even realize it? I don't think so. Some of them were team issued. Oh yeah, that is BBM. So he started mixing them together. There's some shinies. I know European collectors like shinies. Yes, the Marines extended that strange thing to the hat. I can see the bill of the hat there. That's a real trip. And apparently this guy put little plastic dividers. Brian Sikorsky. So some of these, BBM also, in addition to the regular set, they'll do a set for each team that's separate with its own numbering. And you buy them in their own boxes. So you literally can have the regular set of everybody and all 12 teams, and then you can also get all 12 teams in individual format. So lots of sorting to do here. And these are BBM 06, or is that 08 and 09. Okay, so I think it's a real mixture. We got another box in here, these little snap boxes. Okay, I think we can dispense with that. And more of the same, BBM 06. Now we go back to Calby's. Calby 06. What you find a lot of times, that's probably when this person collected. And you'll find it all from 1 year or a couple of years, and then nada after that. Okay, there's another glossy title holders. Then they're backwards, forwards. Very strange facsimile autograph there. Take a look at that. So he's on Oryx, and he wears number 0. I've never seen an autograph quite like that. Get these turned over. So, yeah, fascinating. Lots of different years to look at. Oh, Kiyohara was still playing. Good heavens. He was playing in the early 80s. I don't know if you can see, but he has a gray beard on there. He couldn't possibly still be playing it. This is in 2007. Yes, infielder. He's not managing yet. Rookie of the Year in 1986. 21 years previously. He had a great, great career, mostly with the Lions. But he did play with other teams. There's, yeah, the guy that will shake your hand. They like printing cards of these guys, too. Every team has one. And the fans are used to it. It's just something they do. Okay, a lot of swallows. So they're kind of by team, kind of not, kind of upside down, kind of backwards, sideways, and every other ways. So this box needs a lot of going through, but that's the fun of buying a collection. So let's move those to get to the big box. Okay. And let me get this thing open. It's completely bubble wrapped. I have another shipment coming, which will be just soccer. And this one is, there went my background. Ah! Well, I'm not going to worry about it right now. It's one of those folding poster boards. But it kind of ran into the window, so we'll survive. Let me pause and get this thing open. Okay, we're back, and as you can see, they were just thrown in there. Oh my. Wrapped in bubble wrap, but just thrown in there. So, let's see what we got. I remember I bought this collection. I thought he just spread them all over for display purposes, but no. So, these are some actually sets that are done with a game playing component to them. These are by Konami, and they did a number of different years. They're all mixed together. These are 05, and some have white borders, some have black borders. There's all different years. They're kind of hard to see the years sometimes. This one's Baseball Heroes. Some are shiny. I've actually never had any of these, so that's why when I saw this collection come up for nothing, I got it. Now, it's not all baseball, because we got some of the WCCF, which is a game made by Panini, which has been made in Japan from 2001 to 2019, and there's mostly the Italian league at first, but then they went with all kinds of international teams. So these cards are very popular. I do have another shipment of these coming. And I didn't even remember that these were in here. But obviously they are. Oh yeah, these are all soccer. There's a Thierry Henry, the all-time great Arsenal player. So these are different years. Again, love to sort, so I'll be going through all these, figuring out what I got. John Terry, the former Chelsea captain. Wow. Okay, so it looks like the box, I'll get it out, but let's see. So that's, I did not remember there were this many. World Championship Club Football or World Club Championship, I don't remember how. Jersey Dudek, Liverpool. Okay, so there. More baseball. Wow. Okay. All right, I'll be going through those, figuring out just what in the world I got. As you can see, there is a lot. No time to go through all the cards. Oh, more soccer. So, sometimes when you get collections in Japan, these people treat it like what they will call used goods. You know, just something they have laying around they want to get rid of. Kind of like baseball would have been here at an antique store in the 1960s, you know. Not like now. And sometimes stuff is really being sold by collectors who, you know how to not just throw it in a box and hope it doesn't get destroyed. Tyrone Woods again. We have a young lady we know at church whose dad played for the Kintetsu Buffaloes. And he's in this, one of these game sets like this. I'm going to see if he shows. His name's Sean Gilbert. He was also with the Dodgers and the Mets briefly. And he appears on a few cards. His 1 year with the Buffaloes in Japan. They won the pennant, lost the series. Yeah, okay. So some of these, as you can tell, they're in plastic. Who knows why? And it's pretty massive. I think, as I recall, the seller said over 1,000 cards. Considering the weight of the box, I wouldn't doubt it. There's the Eagles. And the one thing about international cards, there is a massive amount of variety. So even here we have cards with potato chips. We have cards issued to play a game. We have cards that are issued as cards by a baseball publishing company. So, and you get just sponsors. You get, it's every other. Panini, it's the largest, whole bunch of soccer again. Largest card company in the world. They do more sets than and have more licenses than anybody. And of course, soccer is the #1 sport in the world. And they do just about every league. Not here. Major League Soccer's contract is with Topps. Okay, you can see those are all soccer, more baseball. I'll have to go through this later. This video is getting kind of long, I know. But, anyways, you get an idea. I have a lot of sorting to do. We will be starting a series on our world tour, and it's going to be through sports cards. So, these little ambassadors come from all over, and we're going to go geographically. So be looking out for that series to start. We're going to start up north in Canada with the type of cards that you can get or have been issued in the past in Canada, and then move around the world. So thanks for watching. We do appreciate it very much. Hope you enjoyed this opening of stuff coming from around the world, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.